You find the best stuff when you're not looking for it. That's just how it is. Hey guys, what's going on? This is your old pal CHH. So today, guys, I wanted to talk to y'all about some really cool vintage horror DVDs that I picked up. I've got some cool stuff here, and I want to make this the next real big hobby in the horror world because, as you guys can see, I haven't been doing a lot of non-horror stuff lately. I'm sure most of you are like, I watch most of your horror stuff anyway, but my point is, around the beginning of the year, I'm always like in the swing of it because it's a reflex to all the Christmas stuff, right? Like I'll watch the Christmas Vacations, I'll watch all that, but after that I'm like, man, I want to get into Megan is Missing, and I want to watch this and I want to watch that. So I went to Second and Charles, and I was trying to find some really cool vintage horror DVDs, and man, I found some wicked cool stuff that I think you guys are going to like. Now, this is something I actually didn't pick up this time, but I do want to show you guys this. I went to Second and Charles sometime like around Halloween time, and I got this Blue Underground DVD of Two Evil Eyes, which is wicked cool. It's funny because Lustig, the director, Bill Lustig, William Lustig, he was working for Anchor Bay, and I know he was helping out with a lot of stuff, but I guess he started Blue Underground while still working with Anchor Bay. He talked about this in detail, his relationship with Anchor Bay and all that during on the Charles Band podcast, where they talked about his career and stuff like that. They talked about Maniac and stuff like that, but they also talked about Full Moon, and my dog bit me, so that's why, not bit me, we were cutting the dog's nails, and my lab went nuts on me. Anyway, so just so you know, I'm not hurting myself, guys. But anyway, so I got that, and that's a great release, but I've got a stack of movies, and I've got some cool Anchor Bay stuff and things I want to show you guys, and funny stuff that's going to be a precursor to hopefully some videos I do. This first one, I am so excited to talk to you guys about it. So, if you're a fan of this channel, you know Nightmare on Elm Street's my thing. There's my baby Freddy right there. I mean, I love baby Freddy. I love a Nightmare on Elm Street. Well, I love a good Nightmare on Elm Street ripoff. Now, this movie, guys, is the best Nightmare on Elm Street ripoff movie I've ever seen. It even has the star Jennifer Rubin. Well, she's not the star, but she's a big part of Dream Warriors in here. The movie I'm talking about is Bad Dreams. This movie, guys, is incredible. I mean, absolutely incredible. And the bad guy was, what was his name? His name's slipping me. Great. Richard Lynch is in here. I don't want to spoil the ending to this, but this is great, but it also has more of like a cult vibe to it. There's a really creepy opening to this, where Jennifer Rubin is the star of this movie. Now, what's cool about this, as you'll see, is this is actually a Blockbuster DVD, and it's also an Anchor Bay DVD. So, Bad Dreams is the movie you have to check out. God, I love those Blockbuster cases. They're bulletproof. They're so sturdy. I love these. And Joe Bob even gave this 4 stars in the back. I swear, like when it comes to underrated movies, I hate the term with a passion. You guys know I hate the term underrated because it's thrown out for everything. People will say A Nightmare on Elm Street 2 is underrated. No. The whole world knows about that movie, okay? Everybody has an opinion on it. Not enough people have seen Bad Dreams. This is an underrated movie. So, guys, I really want you to check this out. Now, if there are any special features on here, there's a widescreen, the making of Bad Dreams, behind the scenes, special effects. Yeah. Now, this had a Blu-ray from Scream Factory, but honestly, I don't even remember if it's still in print or not. I think it was a double pack with a movie called Maybe it wasn't Vacancy. I don't remember. I have it, but there was a Blu-ray double pack of Bad Dreams. But I'm so glad to have this special DVD of it. Bad Dreams is something that needs to get like its own individual release because this movie's criminally underrated. I know it's an Elm Street ripoff, but listen, don't let that bother you. It's really that good. Next up, guys, this was cool. Another Anchor Bay release. Now, this movie has 4Ks. This movie has Blu-rays and things like that, but you guys know, like with Anchor Bay, even with them back, which I'm rocking my Anchor Bay, new era Anchor Bay shirt, even with them back, the golden era of Anchor Bay and that classic sailboat logo, when you see that on the spines, you know it's like, that's a classic release. I found Children of the Corn, the Divamax 20th Anniversary DVD, which is also an Anchor Bay release. Here we go on the inside of this. Very, very nice. But we also have, Anchor Bay does these chapter selection cards, as you'll see, but they also have stuff on the inside. Wow. Huge write-up about the history of Children of the Corn. This is my favorite Stephen King movie, and I think it always makes people say, what? And I know, but it's like the beginning of Children of the Corn really disturbed me when I was a kid when I saw this. I mean, it really bothered me. And I love this movie. What can I say? I just think that this movie is just dynamite. So when I saw that Anchor Bay did this, which I didn't even know Anchor Bay had a Children of the Corn DVD. Now I've got to get all this crap off on here, but it's been stuck on here for so long. Getting this off is going to be a little bit of a pain in the ass. Let me see. Maybe I can get a little bit of it right now. Oh. Yeah, see, this has been on here for 20 plus years. See, this part's on the inside of the DVD case. So I'm not going to mess with that. I'll deal with it. But yeah, Children of the Corn, it's kind of got like this gold embroidery on the logo. So there you have that, guys. Now, this came out in 2004, 20 years later. 84 to 24. So there's that. Next up, guys, so the After Dark Horrorfest, most notably the label for having Lake Mungo, which is like an amazing movie in my opinion. Penny Dreadful, this is one I was missing, and which says a young woman traumatized by a childhood auto accident crosses path with a mysterious hitchhiker who preys upon her worst fears. This is from 2006. I think I have most of the Horrorfest DVDs, most of them. This one I'm not so sure if I have it. If I have this one, I knew I didn't have. I'm not so sure if I had any. If I'm missing any others, I have to go check. I had a list, but there might have been one or two. There's one I just got before this with like a skull of some sort of a bull or something. I forget the name of that, but I needed this one. I had the slip, which is nice. It's even got the Best Buy tag on there. Let me see if you guys can see that. $14.99, which I paid $5.95 for this. So I think I have most of these now. The After Dark. Let me know your favorite After Dark entry if you have these, or if you guys experienced those when they were coming out. And I'm kind of confused on like the releasing and the story behind those. I just know it exists and I know what it is, but I don't remember if it was like a big deal, if that was like stuff that was all in like Bloody Disgusting websites, and if those were in Fangorias at the time. I'm only missing a couple of these now, and I definitely want to do a video about like the best worst slasher series ever on the Scarecrow movies. But I finally have I have this one. I have the one with Tony Todd, which I think is Scarecrow 4. I have one with Ken Shamrock. I think I need 2. I'm missing a couple, but this is the first one. Got this for $5.95. This is from York Entertainment, which I don't think is a thing anymore, but Scarecrow. You gotta love the tagline, too. You've never been stalked like this. So, yeah. Look at that. Now, this is 2000's trash horror. But, man, I'm a sucker for this sort of stuff. I eat up bad horror movies like this. I love putting shit on like this, like in the morning when I'm drinking coffee and just kind of like, sweeping the floors and stuff. I just laugh. It gets my day started. I'm in a good mood. It wins me over every time. So that's Scarecrow on DVD from York Entertainment from 2003. Like I said, I'm gonna finish the collection, and I want to do a video talking about these because some of the people that got involved with these it's hysterical. Like I said, Tony Todd was in I think the 4th one, and Ken Shamrock. Next up, guys, we've got a Lionsgate 4-pack. I've never seen this one before, so I had to pick this one up. As you'll see, we've got Dead and Gone and Boy Eats Girl, which is why I got this. But I also got this for the 2 bottom films because I never had this one, this Lionsgate. But when I opened this up, I was pleasantly surprised at something. So we've got Return of the Living Dead 3 and Necropolis, Return of the Living Dead. But what's interesting is, look, the Return of the Living Dead 3 and Necropolis have their own separate discs. So this is not... The picture quality on these are going to be pretty good. That is separate for Part 3, and that is separate for Necropolis. Now, these movies, Boy Eats Girl and Dead and Gone, are going to look terrible because they're splitting the movies up. But it's interesting that if you see this, guys, and if you don't have either of those movies, which I've done deep retrospectives on the making of those, which is fascinating stuff, or Return of the Living Dead 3, which is a great sequel, if you see this for cheap, it's separate discs, which means that those are going to look pretty damn good. So another one, I've never seen this 4-pack before, so I was fascinated when I saw that. I had to grab that, so that's really cool. And last but certainly not least, guys, I found a boutique Synapse DVD. This one's going to blow y'all's mind. a special edition DVD of Deadly Freaking Spawn, one of the greatest trash movies, man. 1983. God, this is great. A group of... I can't read the thing. I was giving you a little bit of synopsis. This is a legendary movie, and I had no idea that Deadly Spawn had a DVD release from Synapse. I think Deadly Spawn has gotten multiple Blu-ray releases and stuff, but, like, DVD, believe me, because of the way this movie was shot, DVD is perfectly fine for Deadly Spawn. This DVD is amazing looking. Like, I'm so happy with this. I think I own this movie another way, but I can't remember. If not... This is perfect. This artwork is... I did check to see if there was reverse artwork on here. There was not reverse artwork on here. But, I mean, look at that, guys. It's got a ton of special features, too. And this is Synapse from 2004, right? There was a date on here. I saw it. 2004. Like, Synapse is 21 years old at least. I don't know when Synapse started, but it's at least 21 years old. That artwork is amazing. And I paid $11.95 for that. So, like, that's fine. You know, so there's the DVD, Synapse Films, and here's this card. It is a chapter selection card. Look at the chapter selection card. Just fascinating, man. I love it. And then you've got a poster of the Deadly Spawn right there. So, you know, sometimes I do these little hauls, and I don't talk about them, but I need to, because odds are when I go do these hauls, I'll space them out, and I don't have a list. I never make a list of stuff I want to find, because... You find the best stuff when you're not looking for it. That's just how it is. You find the best stuff when you're not looking for it. So, there you have it, guys. I mean, Synapse Films, that just blew my mind. I think you guys are going to be pretty, you know, find that one pretty cool. And it's got a ton of special features. There is, it's newly mastered window box transfer in the original aspect ratio, 2 audio commentaries, extensive still galleries, makeup effects in the premiere in New York City, comic-style prequel with its own musical score, original trailer, original opening sequence with new effects, animated menus, outtakes, reels, and audition tapes, and cast... Animated menus, that means that the menu screen is probably going to be awesome on this. So if it's really cool, I'll do a follow-up on this and let y'all see it. But that has got to be one of the coolest vintage DVDs I've ever found in my life, is the Deadly Spawn from Synapse, guys. Go out there and go hunting, because I promise these things are out there waiting for you. Don't let somebody else go get them. Huge giant thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this would not be possible. To get behind the scenes photos, videos, music, private live streams, and much more, you can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you to my patrons.